and silence through the night. What a thrill. I'm searching and I'll melt into you. What a fear in my heart, but you're so supreme. I give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time, there'll be no one else. Crime, it's the way I fly to you. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. Someday you go through the rain, and someday you feed on a tree frog. It's ordeal, the trial to survive for the day we see new light. I give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time, there'll be no one else. Crime, it's the way I fly to you. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. I'm still in a dream, snake eater.
You know I'm mother, break 'em, never leave 'em, 'cause I don't think you need 'em, take 'em out the hood, keep 'em looking good. But I don't really think 'em, first time because I'm reason, talking about what's the reason. I'm a pimp in every sense of the word, trick, better fuck and believe 'em. In the cut where I'll keep 'em, till I need a nut, till I need to beat the guts, then it's deep, deep, then I'm thinking of us that I play with the dick in the trunk. Then it's big for the foot, bigger fish because the bottom limit is fuck. Just because we got the head on great breath, but you can be living it up. You are part with nothing, got me fucking give my heart to a woman, not for nothing, never happened. I'll be forever macking on cold and possession. I got no passion, I got no patience, and I ain't waiting. Yeah, we do it. Big bang, big spinning cheese. Check 'em out now. Big bang, man, all BLADs. We doing it, dipping up in NYC. It's just that Jigga Man MC. And C-U-A-B-O, yo, yo. Big bang, big spinning cheese. We doing big bang, BLADs. We doing dipping up in NYC. It's just that Jigga Man MC. And B-U-A-B, check 'em out now. Oh, big bang, big spinning cheese. We doing big bang, big. All BLADs. We doing big bang, big up in NYC. It's just that Jigga Man MC and B-U-A-B.
Yeah, they don't do them like that anymore, huh? Oh, that's my new jam, guys. That's my new thing. I can't for some reason I've fallen in love with rap songs being turned into Motown records. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. I don't know who thought of it, but man, it gets me going. Uh, hey, happy Sunday. Hi, Lisa. I'm glad you didn't go nowhere. I'm glad you're here. Just Muxer. Look at you. Look at you. Jesus. And no patience, huh? No patience. Damn it. Uh, Daniel, man, I gotta tell you, man, consistency, you've been that. Now, of course, I see you everywhere doing the same thing, which it doesn't take away from your value, Brody. It doesn't take away from your value. You come in consistently and you say hi. I think you're probably one of the like buttons, but I thank you, man. I thank you for coming in. Thank you for your support, dude. You've been very consistent. I gotta say that I've noticed it, and I thank you for it. Thanks. It's Sunday. It is Sunday, right? Well, I I don't know. I want to touch base, let everybody know that I'm still alive, still kicking, still here. I know some of you are saying, "Oh shoot," but and I've seen some things. I've seen some things. Um, I don't know if Lisa's still here. I'm very the day before Monday. Yeah, yeah. If last time I checked, I don't think it's changed. I don't think it will change. I'm hoping it will, but you never know. You know what I mean? You never know when there's gonna be some crazy revolution that's gonna change everything, right? Uh, yeah, I've seen some things, and I just wanted to touch base, and also, hopefully, some of the interesting people that I've met recently will decide to come here and have a little chat. Just to keep up, I saw some of and by the way, dude, F3, you guys are just pumping it, man. You guys are just like on that treadmill. I mean, by all means, I mean, you guys look like you're having fun. It doesn't look like work at all, but I mean, you guys are just nonstop, man. Um, I I wish that I could like participate a lot in the chats. I haven't had a chance to, but wow, those streams just keep going, and I love it. I mean, I don't know how many people like stick with it. I try to stick with it. Most of the time, I'm on replay, but you guys are on it, man. You guys are doing it. I absolutely am like, dude. The nonstop content has been fun. Um, you guys keep it up. I don't know, man. It hasn't. I don't know. I don't get no. I don't really get no slowdown from it. I like it. You guys are doing a great job. I just gotta say that, dude. I mean, I've been having fun listening to you guys, and even like if I have to do replay crew, after like cutting it live for 2 hours and then coming back for the last three, I'm good with that. It's it's been fun. Uh, Other thing, you got the whole thing with Billy and SV, and you guys saw the community post. If you guys are out there, you guys saw the community post that SV put out on on Billy, and yeah, man. I mean, I kind of like the direction SV took it. You know, if you see in this community post, he kind of big broed him there, and I mean, dude, how generous can you get with the dude that like cannot be trolled? SV cannot be trolled, and instead of returning the favor with like more like chopping your legs down, he's giving you a big bro moment. And I don't know, Billy. I mean, damn, I think that's as nice as it's gonna get for you, man. I'd take that. I'd take that. I don't, man. I mean, dude. it doesn't get any nicer for you there, man. I mean, the way you talk, the way you run your mouth about people, and you get on streams, and I mean, shit, dude, you talk reckless. You don't care. I don't know, man. I'm shocked that like people can be so generous with you. So I say, dude, that's I think that's pretty genuine and practical advice there that you should take. I don't, I mean, just stop with the bullshit and just like take a minute, see what he put up there, and soak it in, man. Because I don't think it's gonna get any nicer than that. I don't think it's gonna get any nicer than that. Um, and generally specific, man. I think I have a real bone to pick with the comments he made about Jeff. Now, of course, like I'm not doing the whole restream right now, so I probably am though, because I really I don't know how Jeff sees it. I know Jeff is a chill dude, fun guy and everything, but dude, like you don't know shit about Jeff, man. I mean, one of the first conversations I had with Jeff that I really don't forget is when he told me about his incident when he got blown up. I mean, literally, he got blown up. But I mean, it's not. It's. I mean, I'm not laughing. He's generally takes it like a. He's not. He doesn't take it as he talks about it and stuff or whatever. We had a talk, but dude, I'm amazed. What he went through, and like, dude, like you know jack shit about a guy like Jeff, man. I mean, shit, man. I know Jeff. Like he jokes with me. Like, and by all means, like I could take the roast, but I don't know, man. Something about the way he was talking about Jeff, I kind of took it personal, and I think I'm gonna stream about it, but not today. Not today. Today I want to kind of chill. I don't want to really think about it too much. Uh, oh, what's up, man? Barandorf Ranch. Glad you're here, man. Don't know where I may have seen you, but glad you're here, man. Um, or girl. I'm kind of, like taking a wild guess there. uh, yeah, but yeah, so yeah, I took that a little bit personal. I don't know why. I mean, maybe because I don't know, dude. For some reason, Jeff has always like kind of rubbed me the right way. Not that he wants to rub me, but it's just one of those things. Is like like I don't know. I just gravitate towards a guy like that, and then when you find out the shit that he did and the things he went through, it's like, damn, man. Like all respect due. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. Like I feel like that's dude. GS, you're way out of your lane, bro. Like I feel like they've done enough covering you. I think that like you're really lightweight, and I think maybe I should cover you instead of them, because it's like they got bigger fish to fry, and you are not a big fish, GS. You're not a big fish. So I don't know. I may have a stream coming up on that, dude, because it's like that. I for some reason I took those Jeff comments real personal. Uh, yeah, and then the other thing, uh, well, of course, all the other stuff, and that stuff, I leave it for when it's time to talk about it, because no one's here to talk about it, so I'm not going to talk about it. But today I was on a friend's live stream. I wasn't really on the live stream. I was kind of caught the replay, and so she talked about something interesting. She was talking about near death experiences or whatever, and of course, she was talking about them in the sense of someone who has a spiritual connection, and I wanted to talk about that. Now, this is not a religion. This is not a religious talk. This is not a God versus whatever talk. It's none of that. It's none of that. So don't think that I'm here, like to question anybody's belief. If you believe, I'm glad you do. I wish that I did. I wish that I did. And it's not a matter of me saying like, oh, I don't try or I don't give things a chance because I'm all open for that stuff. Like I really am. I just don't. I'm just a little too honest with myself. I think that's my issue. Um, I sincerely think that like if when it comes down to it, it's about being honest and being sincere with how you feel about those things. And I always say, hey, if there is, a God out there and he's watching me or whatever, he knows that it's not me. It's not me being a jerk. Me just being a jerk because I just want to say, like there's nothing there, right? I'm sure that if he's out there, he's gonna work his magic to let me know that he's out there. Until now, I haven't felt nothing, and that's just the truth. That's just the truth. I'm not trying to be hard about it. I'm just being honest about it, and it's no disrespect to my peoples who believe in it, because I truly wish that I had that kind of spiritual connection. I just don't. I don't have it. Um, I've literally gone through all emotions. I mean, I started off being a part of a very very strict religion, and if people know like the history of the things that I've talked about here, I grew up in the Jehovah's Witness family. So growing up Jehovah's Witness, it was it was nothing but Bible thumping and preaching and all that stuff. And yeah, and my thing was always like try to make moms happy. You know what I mean? So it wasn't so much. It wasn't so much that I was into it because like I wanted to be this like preacher kid or whatever. But I always wanted to like make my mom proud, and I think because she was into it, I was into it. Damn it, Muxer. I'm not a witch. I swear I'm not a witch. Nah, man, it's not like that though. Like I think when I was doing it because I wanted the attaboys from my father figures, and I wanted the like the love from my mom and everything. It it did give me some happiness, but it never was a true connection. It was just the shallow reasons for doing things, and it could have been anything if it made the people around me happy, because that's how I am. Like like I like making people laugh. I like making people have fun and stuff. So that was just my thing. But later, like when I got older and they started getting more serious and they start kind of committing you to the religion, because once people start seeing you can retain some stuff. They start like pushing you towards directions, and once I started getting pushed that direction, I was like, whoa, wait a minute, like it's not that serious for me. Um, and then they of course Jehovah's Witnesses, and look, if you're a Jehovah's Witness, more power to you. Do your thing. Like I said, I'm not here to like blow down the doors or say anything, but they're kind of cultish. They're kind of pushy. Once you get to a certain degree with them, and they did that, and they pushed me away because I just wasn't I wasn't having that. Like like I wasn't ready for that, and they're like, yeah, you are, and I'm like, no, I'm not. And so I went the opposite direction with that. But I still did not have a real relationship with God, or how people would say it. Um, Now. did I believe that there was a God out there? Yeah. At that time, I could say that I had a genuine belief, but not like a sure belief. Just because I wasn't I hadn't opened up my brain to certain things that kind of sealed imagination. But I don't, like, I don't say that, like, with any kind of joy, right? I don't say that with any kind of joy. I say that with I say that with a lot of, like, apprehension, because it 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 doesn't feel, it never felt good to say, like, oh, like, I lost the whimsy, right? I don't want to lose the whimsy. I don't want to lose that, like, that feeling that there's magic out there. But once you look behind the magic hat, like, it's no longer there, right? But it's like I said, I'm open to it. I'm open to those thoughts. I'm open to the the wanting to have a spiritual relationship. That's the thing, is that, like, and I see it. I see it in my people, in the people that believe. I see it. I see a genuine feeling that they have a connection, and I'd like to have that. I'd like to have that, but I genuinely don't. I sincerely don't, and that's my that's my respect to my friends that genuinely believe, because I don't want to tell you guys that I do, or that I have this feeling that it's there when it's not. I feel like that's especially when it comes to something so sacred as that. It's very disrespectful to be like, yeah, 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 I'm with you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, I pray with you, and I don't sincerely believe it. So I always put it out there, but it's not, like I said, there's no vitriol, or me, like, trying to make you disbelieve or anything like that. It's my personal feeling. It's how I feel about it. So when I approach things, especially when it comes to near death experiences, it's always something, like, to think about, because it's like how people see it in the sense of, like, I'm headed towards the light, or I went through this, and I think I had, like, some sort of spiritual thing that happened. I don't have that. Now, I've had a lot of, like, I've had a lot of near death experiences that are crazy, but I don't. It's just like these near death experiences that I've had. You guys would trip out, because I've been having them, like, since I was a kid. Um, so that's why, like, like, I wanted to talk to him. I was hoping. I'm hoping that my friend that I saw the live stream of will join me, because I think it would be funny to discuss with her. But if she doesn't show up, it's cool. It's cool. I'm not gonna hold it against her if she doesn't show up. It'd be nice, because she inspired this stream. But yeah, that, like, my first near death experience, and it's crazy. I don't remember much, because, of course, I was very young. Uh, I was, I think I was 4. Um, some people some people say I was 5. I don't know. I know since I was born in October. A lot of people will jump to conclusions when they hear the year of my birth year, stuff like that. So my month being the month that it is, I might have been, like, closer to 5 than I was barely turning 4. So I'll say 5. But my mom used to drive a hatchback, kind of like a Pinto, like a hatchback. And when she had this car, she was learning how to drive manual stick, and and I don't know how many people would still drive manual or standard as it was once called. Uh, but it takes a little time to get used to. My mom, it was my mom's first car, and it was her first time driving standard, and so the car would kick a lot. It would kick. It would just like she'd kick the gear out of first, and it would always have that hop, right? Well, me being the big headed knucklehead that I was, I used to love getting in the back of that Pinto, or I mean, I'm calling it a Pinto, but I'm not sure what it was. I know it was a hatchback, but I got into the back of that car, and I would love to play in the hatchback area. So when the car would kick, I usually like slam next to the the edge of the door, and one day the door just happened not to be closed all the way, and so when it kicked, I fell forward, hit the door, car moved, car kept moving, door opened, and out went Jerry. Out went Jerry. He flew out. I flew out. I rolled on the ground. I almost got ran over by another car. I literally like fell out in the middle of a busy street. That's what happened. And of course, like this is this is not the days of cell phones, or let alone like I mean, I was a kid. Of course, I wasn't gonna pull out my cell phone and call my mom and tell her I'm on the floor, mom. No, everybody was like tripping out, and my mom had no idea that I had flown out of the car. Like she had no idea, and she just like of course, the story goes, I wasn't a bothersome kid growing up, so I never made a lot of noise when I was a kid. I was like, younger. My mom said that I was the type of kid you could take everywhere because I wouldn't do a lot of mess. But she she said that she just thought I was being quiet, playing along in the back, and I rolled out of the car and I almost got run over, and everybody was shocked and stuff like that. And well, it's not near death in the sense that like I almost died or anything, right? But it was kind of it's something that gets stuck in your head or whatever. And and I think about it, and I think about that moment, and it's like it's crazy because it's like it, I for some reason, for some crazy reason, and this is gonna be true for all the different times that I feel like I've had near death. And when I say near death, it doesn't have to be me like passing out or like almost dying. Just like close enough that something could have happened, right? Uh, it's strange because all of these moments like had that slow down moment, had that moment where everything felt like things went slower than the rest of life does. And I'll never forget that moment because I remember when I fell out. I swear that I felt like it took me a whole like 20 to 30 minutes to hit the ground. Like I remember feeling the feeling that I was gonna hit the ground, and just like now maybe it's because of my recollection, maybe it's because of my constant reminder of what happened that day. What's up, Killing? I see you right there. What's up, bud? Maybe it's the constant reminder of this story that makes me think that moment took a long time. But I just remember feeling like, what the hell, man? Like I felt like I was in the air for a very long time. And then I remember rolling for a very long time. But I don't think I rolled that much because the car that ended up going over me, which I was in luck because it wasn't a low car. It was like like it wasn't like one of these low cars. Yeah, there you go. That's exactly what I'm saying. There's something about that, right? When it's almost like in the cartoons when like the roadrunner makes the coyote run off the mountain, right? And the coyote can run off the mountain, and he knows that there's no more ground, but he's not gonna fall until he looks down, right? And that's kind of what it felt like, because it felt like I was in the air and until I knew I was gonna hit the ground. Then when I knew it, there the ground was. And yeah, it sucked. Um, I think it was probably like one of the first times that I understood what hot pavement meant. It was really bad, but luckily, of course, I came off only with a couple of bumps, bruises, and scrapes. Um, isn't that always the case though? Like, and one of the things that I remember too is that was like one of the first times that I was given like a lot of what's that stuff? Not because alcohol, of course, comes. The what's the other stuff? Ah, shoot, what's it called? Peroxide. I remember my grandma introduced me to peroxide after that because I had this wicked gash on my knee from that, and my grandma was like, "Well, we got to make sure it's not infected," and she would drop some peroxide on there, and I'd be like, "Are you trying to melt my knee, lady? What's your problem?" By the way, never went to the hospital for that one. Never went to the hospital for that one, but it was a different time. Different time. Now, now the second near death experience that I had, it's this one is messed up. Probably one of the worst. I think maybe I want to say second worst pains that I went through. Um, oh gosh, that sucks, man. I've never. Well, yeah, I have. I've actually hit hard ice before. Skiing. Believe it or not, this fucking 6'3" fucking panda fucking skis. And I'm actually fucking more agile on skis than I am on snowboard because I tried snowboarding first and I sucked at it. And then somebody said, "Here, why don't you try these?" And I was all like, "What are these? Stupid sticks." Put them on, and God, it took to them much easier than I did the fucking snowboard. But yeah, fucking ice sucks, man. No, that's fuck. That would have to be the least of your worries, man. I do remember falling hard on ice skiing. It really sucks, and the I mean the I want to call it road rash. Of course, it's not road rash, but like the rash that you get from the scraping ice is fuck. That's hell. Anything, and this goes out to Master Sergeant retired. If you ever stop by again, you haven't disowned me yet. Uh, e- uh, Anything involving motorcycles, where you're talking about the pavement, you're talking about the scraping, fucking burns, all of that stuff, all those nicks and nags that you get from doing, any kind of motorcycling or skiing or anything like that, where it's like you're gonna skid, you're gonna cut something, you're gonna burn something, you're gonna rub something. Those injuries are some of the most annoying, painful injuries you ever have. Like some of the most annoying because that pain of the rash, the burn, it stings. It's like a sunburn, and it's your flesh, and it just sucks. It just sucks. It's uncomfortable. I hate those injuries. But at least they're not like. Well, you remember them because they're not near death. They're just annoying as shit. Um, and yeah, so So getting to my second one, my second one was scary. It was scary and like I said, probably the second most painful thing that I ever went through. Um, I was about, I want to say, I think I was like 14. I know I wasn't 12 because when I was 12, we never went to this particular lake. So I know I had to be 13 or 14, and and I know it had to be during that time because I was a little bit more flexible. I was a little bit more, you know, just just able to do a little bit more things that than I could. And and we were jumping off, of course, like rocks to jump into a lake, whatever. We're doing the that thing. I want to say it was Lake Parrish. I want to say it was Lake Parrish, but that escapes me now. That escapes me now because there was like two different lakes that we used to go to. One was really rocky, and I remember one was really sandy. The rocky one was the one that was fun, of course, because we used to always jump off the fucking highest rocks or whatever. So of course, like we always, daredevils always, like pulling up in each other. I saw this like rock pile that I thought, like, all right, that's gonna be the highest point, and it looked like I had a way of getting up there. And don't ask me how, because if you ask me now, I don't know how I used to climb those things, but I did. And I remember climbing all the way to like this point on that edge of the rock or whatever. And when I got there, I thought I was cool. I thought, like, hey, like, like I'm at the, like I'm at the top of the top, and like I got this or whatever. Little did I know that those rocks weren't secure. They weren't secure, and they gave way. And that was one thing I was not expecting, because up until then, even the most precarious like of rock, uh, stack always held us. Like it always held us. It never gave way. So this rock, like, I thought it was a big enough rock to hold me. It was high enough. I thought, okay, I'm gonna be able to jump off it. It gave way, and it fell, and I fell, but I didn't fall towards the lake. I fell towards the rock side, or like the mountain side, I guess you can call it. And it shot me right in between the rocks and like a little crevice that was opened, and I just fell, and I slipped right in between. And I remember my that was the first time my face met my knee. And I had my knee all up in my face, and my other leg was just dangling because I was stuck perfectly in between this crevice. And it was pain. I was in pain. I was in a lot of pain. Oh man. Hey, at least you had a young nurse. And there you go. Yeah, and dude, the pain that I felt from this thing. And again, I had that moment just like I did when I fell out of the car. I had that moment where everything felt like it just like it slowed down, right? And I knew things were gonna hit me. I knew things were gonna fall on me. Like I knew, like I could see it, because as I fell, I knew that I would like. And I don't know anything about fucking gravity. It was, man. Like I said, I'm talking about my near death experiences. So they're not gonna sound pretty. And the reason why is because, like, again, my friend who was talking about them earlier, there are certain things that happen. Now, again, this is coming from somebody who, like I said, I don't have any kind of spiritual connection. I just, like, I go through these things, and I always think like, man, I got lucky or whatever. Uh, Yeah, exactly, exactly, and that's what I was getting. That's what I was getting to. Because, like I said, I had that moment again where everything just kind of slowed down, and then the rocks fell, and I remember feeling like I thought I was gonna get hit by the bigger rock, but the bigger rock got stuck, right? And I fell through into the crevice. Now I remember the first pain that I felt was my elbow, because my elbow crashed on the back part of the rock wall. Then when my body slid under and it slid into that crevice, it it the it was interesting because it was like I don't know how I got there. It was like, well, how did I wind up here? Like how did my knee end up, giving me a big old smooch in the face? I don't know, but somehow I'm here, and I just remember like taking a minute, looking around, and then the pain starts hitting you. Like it starts hitting you. Like all of a sudden you start getting desperate and desperate. Like a cramp, but the worst kind of cramp you could possibly feel. And yeah, I was in some severe pain. I had broken my tailbone, uh, the first time, and that's you when you realize you have a tailbone. That uh, when you have a when your own folly teaches you about vestigial vestigial parts, right? Like, like, oh shit, like I have a tailbone. What the fuck do I need a tailbone for? I think so too. I think so. I think that's what it is too. But like and this is where like I wish my pal was here because I would love to know her side of it. Yes, yes. That's what I think. I think it's like and honestly, I think it's something that our we've we've evolved to do. Like because it's like a protection thing, like you said, where our body focuses on the moment, so we're able to either safely try to guide ourselves into a better position. But of course, sometimes no matter what, you're not going to be able to help yourself. Yeah, and trust me, learning about tailbone and tailbone injuries at 13 is not fun. Is not fun. You really don't want to know about your tailbone at 13. It really sucked because that was like when that injury happened was like at the start of the summer season. So it wasn't even like the hottest it could be, and I was not doing anything that whole summer. Like I could not move. They gave me like all the donuts, and I hate to like to disgust anybody here, but taking a dump was wild. I, I, that's when you start realizing things that are so simplistic that can be taken away from you for a simple injury. Angel, hey, happy to see. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy you're here. And look, just having a chat. We're just having a chat. I'm glad you're here. So happy to see you. And by the way, on your last comment, I left you my email. You email me sometime. You and you what like tell your husband whatever you guys do your thing. You email me sometime. Okay. Be nice to hear from you. Oh boy, dude. Oh boy, that was the worst. That was the worst. And then, of course, there wasn't. It wasn't just. I mean, my tailbone was the worst part. Oh, would you? It's fine. It's fine. You can come back on the replay. You give that 9-year-old pancakes. I'll say one thing. I'll say one thing. Priority family, priority kids. If you guys are ever here and you got like family or kids over, you guys take care of them. You guys take care of those kids. I'm all about that. And yeah, yeah. The thing about like in the tailbone injury was hard to deal with, but it wasn't the only thing I had. I also I had I fractured or did something to my elbow where I had to have it in a sling. I didn't break it because it I forgot what they said it was, but I just know that it was tender. I had to have it in a sling. My arm was swollen all to hell. But I didn't break anything in my arm. Just I had something that and yeah, I won't remember. It was so far back, but it was crazy. Oh, that's cool. That's awesome. Hey, more grand whatevers for great whatevers for the kids is always cool. Shoot, I think I had the privilege of having grandparents and great great aunts and a great uncle and one like I don't know I don't know how to word it in English, but in Salvadorian it's a Nia Lola, which is basically like a not your grandmother, not your grandmother, but your in-laws grandmother, something like that. But basically, she used to take care of me when I was little, and she was like a pseudo grandmother for a while there until she passed. But yeah, and more grands and greats and grandpeas and grandpas for everybody. That's awesome. Yeah, more and more and more. Well, I unfortunately had I've had the unfortunate thing of having it broken twice. So yeah, that's it should get lost after the first time, but it doesn't. It doesn't get lost. It just sits there to get broken again, and that really sucked. Oh, thank you. No, thank you for stopping by. I'm glad you did. Hey, I'm always happy to have people here in chats. It's fun. Thank you for stopping by. And hopefully you come back again. Hey, Kiko, ¿qué dice? ¿Cómo está la vida? ¿Qué pasa, hombre? Hey, Kiko, one day you're gonna have to come up here, man. You're gonna have to come up here and grace me with your presence. That's how you get started, man. It always starts with me. It always starts with me. Don't let all those people fool you. You know, Scotto, Jeff, they all started through here. They started right here. So we're gonna have to hear your voice, Kiko, someday. You get the chance. You let me know. I'll drop the link. You can come up. Have a nice conversation. Well, that's the silly way to do it. I've only had dramatic versions of breaking my tailbone. The other time I put myself in a precarious predicament. I was on a roof with no ladder. How did I get there? Don't ask me. But I thought I thought I could jump down because I figured I had jumped down before, but yeah, I mistimed that. Oh, Kiko. Oh, Kiko. You know you got it, buddy. You know you got it. Again, don't let all them people on them different panels fool you. It started here. It started here on this panel right here. This is where they got started. They 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 got the only person who didn't pass through me uh is Stone Vet, but he had his channel before me, and so, but everybody else. Okay, maybe not everybody else, but there's a good like 4 or 5 of your favorite people out there that started right here. I'm like I'm like your starting school, just for a little bit. It doesn't have to be for long. I mean, some people take to it quick. Some people get on it. They take off like Jeff. Jeff just boom. He got on here. He took over and went just rocking it out of here. Then there's other people who who are slow going, still like finding their way on different panels. But I see them. I see their confidence going up. I remember the first times they were up, and then they started off real quiet, real not knowing what to say. Now they're little blossoms, man. I see them. I see them on different chats. Like having fun and stuff like that. And it's cool. It I don't know. It maybe it's something to be proud of. Maybe it's something to brag about or whatever. I just think it's nice to see people come out of their shell, and it's also nice to see people when they start off and they're like, oh, like I'm gonna be up there. What do I say? And then it's like, say whatever you want, and like slowly them, showing their personality. And now it's like, I see them come up and they're just like, bam, bam, bam. There's like little jokesters and stuff like that. It's fun. I like it. So yeah, Kiko, don't be shy, man. You let me know. You let me know. We'll get you started. What are you doing here, Angel? I thought you said you're gonna make pancakes. I mean, I don't care. If the pancakes don't have to be done now, it's all right too. So yeah, then for anybody who just walked in, I was talking about my near death experience. I talked about 2 of them, and really I was hoping for a friend to stop by because she kind of sparked the inspiration for me talking about this. But without her, it's not fun because I want her perspective just like I have mine. Because like I said, mine is coming from a non-spiritual one. She has a spiritual one. She has a belief side. Okay, enjoy. You make them pancakes. and email me sometime, please. We gotta talk. I got so many things to tell you. So yeah, and well, I guess she won't show up. She won't show up. No, I tried. I emailed her and stuff. She won't show up. She won't show up. So and yeah, maybe I will wrap it up here. I've right now still in transition, still moving along, still doing different things, still getting acquainted with certain things around here. Um, I am I, look out for a GS stream coming. I definitely think this dude is he really got on my nerves when he was talking shit about Jeff. Now I know Jeff doesn't need my backup. He's got his own. He can take care of his own. But he's this dude GS is not. He's not worth F3's time. I really don't. I think they've given him enough. I think this has been his time in the spotlight, and I think I should keep up with him. I think I should keep up with him. I don't think F3 should. I think F3 got more important things to do than this dude. But yeah, look for that. Look for that because I'm gonna be doing that. Maybe I can convince Ratchet to help me to do a stream, a regular stream, so you guys can see the sharing and everything. Um, but yeah, I think that's where I want to go next. Now, I did promise Stanley uh, that I would help him do some stuff on Will. Now he never got back to me. Now that's still up there, Stanley. I haven't forgot, man. So if you're around, you're listening to the sound of my voice, Stanley. You want to get on that? Shoot me an email, and we can still coordinate that. We can still make that happen. I didn't want to do something on Will until I was for sure that you were really gonna bow out or just give me some stuff or whatever. I'm still down for that. Uh, just a couple of shout outs for people that like I hope I can get their attention. Dear Mid Costello, if you're out there, Discord me please. I should hit you up, but when I get a chance, I will. But if you hear the sound of my voice, send me a message. Um, and Lisa B, what's going on with you? Uh, are you still here? If Lisa B is still here, uh, let it be known. I gotta catch up with you. So Lisa, if you're listening to me right now, you're here in the chat. Say something. I wouldn't mind bringing you up so I could just catch up with you real quick because I'm a little confused with a couple of things. And let me see here. And last bit of business. Before I get out of here, LD, LD. I don't know if anybody knows who that is. I'm expecting certain people from certain areas to know who that is. If somebody can get me in touch with LD, I I would like to have a panel, not little chat, little discussions. I don't know. He seems like a nice guy, and he seems like a fun guy too. So I wouldn't mind having a little panel, little get together with the dude. Well, since this was just a little fun thing to get along, I'll cut it at an hour. Um, I hope everybody has a wonderful Sunday afternoon. Uh, Take care of your kids. Make your pancakes. Watch yourself. Don't get hurt out there. uh, Try not to be like me and have near-death experiences. And I'm it's coming back. It's slowly coming back, and you guys know what it is. I don't want to rehash anything, but you guys know what it is. Love you guys. Shout out to my mods, Danny, Lupe, Mirrors, Scotto, McAddicts. Hey, I miss you guys, and wish you guys were here. Uh, so yeah, I'll talk to you guys later.
What a thrill with darkness and silence through the night. What a thrill. I'm searching and I'll melt into you. What a fear in my heart, but you're so supreme. I give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time, there'll be no one on a tree frog. It's ordeal, the trial to survive. For the day we see new light, I give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time, there'll be no one else. Cry.
Record skip. Doug. Wait a minute. What's up, bud? How you been? I gotta say hi to you before I close this out. I have to say hi. How you doing, man? Oh God, I hope you didn't leave. It has been a while. Oh no, don't tell me he left. Oh man. Well, damn. Doug, you gotta sub and you gotta hit the notifications, but for the next time you can panel. Because I know you can panel, but dude, it's a good sign. It's a good sign when you see Doug D. Welcome back, buddy. Okay, this time for real.